Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Uncut Takes podcast. I'm greeted here with my two lifelong friends and family, Nicholas and Wayne.
That's a promotion.
That's touching, dude.
But I'm a fan, so.
But
after another break in our episode uploads.
yeah, I went on vacation, and that's the only reason I'm still drinking right now is because on my form for work, I said it so that today would be my last day of vacation, so I just have to drink on my vacation.
Okay.
Understandable, yeah.
I got so before you guys came over last night, I just got back from vacation yesterday. I had 3 Moscow Mules. Nick and Wayne came over, and Bobo came over. Am I able to say that?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. And had another Moscow Mule, and then me and Wayne took Nick home, and then went to the bar, and it was me and Wayne and 2 other people in the bar.
Yeah.
Basically.
Dude, what is it with recently? Like on weekends and shit? Like no one is at bars.
That's
around
what
here.
I told him. I said me and you went to 3 places the night before.
The other night,
and it was
Friday
the same
night.
thing. The one place we were the last ones in there. They closed the doors on us pretty much. We went to fucking Applebee's, and there was more people in the Applebee's than anywhere else. But
Right,
it was
but
still
it's an Applebee's.
not popping for like a Saturday night with half price everything. And then we went to the place that you and me were at last night, and it was like the same deal. Like there was fucking nobody in there.
Where is everyone?
So, and I probably had 4
or 5.
4 or 5 Moscow Mules there.
Ouch.
Yeah. And, but like one of the bartenders that works there looks so fucking familiar that like we asked him like, oh, like what year did you graduate this school? And he goes, I didn't. And then we're like, yeah, you did. And he goes, nah, I just didn't go there at all.
Yeah, you did.
He was the kid that we saw. Remember the kid we saw?
yeah,
We're like,
I know you're talking
does
about.
he look familiar?
Yeah.
Dude did not go to where we went to high school. He went somewhere else, and he said he's no relation to our town whatsoever.
That's
He said
odd.
his parents went to our school. That was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was like, well, do you know the guy? Was he a cool guy? I'm like, no, wait, like your face just looks familiar. I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you the first thing about the guy, but I can't believe you're not him.
But like
Yeah.
the 2 dudes at the other end of the bar were both like our parents' age.
Yeah.
And one of them was completely shit-faced, and the other one was just vibing. And it was basically us just sitting across the bar from each other, and every time we put on a song, we just talked about the band
Yeah.
with the random big guys.
That's nice. Maybe I should have gone.
It was pretty funny. They were playing some good old bangers, some good old school bangers.
But what the fuck was it? And then we head out. Oh, I went in the bathroom, and the bathroom there, they constantly change the way the bathroom looks at the fucking bar.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have a mirror in it anymore.
No.
Last time I was there, it had a mirror.
Well, you said I don't pay attention.
The way the mirror used to be set up was if you're taking, since the stall, there's no stall door in the bathroom. And the way that the bathroom used to be set up was there was a mirror directly in front of the shitter, and then attached to the mirror was the urinal. So if you're at the urinal taking a piss and you look up, then you make eye contact with the dude taking a shit behind you.
Yeah. And honestly, let's be real. It's the size of like the smallest closet you've ever seen.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Like it is the smallest bathroom I've ever been in.
Yeah, for sure. My bedroom closet is like the same size, maybe bigger.
It honestly probably is bigger.
Have you ever seen like those telephone booth fights?
Yeah.
Like, I'd
What?
like to see that in that bathroom. It's a telephone booth.
Wait,
like a
wait.
red telephone booth. They put 2 actual like MMA fighters
Jesus
in it.
Christ.
And they beat the shit out of each other in that tiny area.
Jesus fucking
Yeah,
Christ!
it's
I've never heard of
hilarious.
this. Jesus.
But like I walk into the bathroom and I'm like, it's
Like if
just-
someone's at the urinal and you open the door, you're fucking hitting them.
oh yeah.
There's no way around it.
Like I'm in the bathroom and the light wasn't on. And I'm like feeling around the walls for
Oh
the
my
light
God,
switch and
yeah.
everything. And I see the door open and there's just a guy standing there and he's like, what? And I just said, where's the light switch in here? And he went, I don't know. I'll take a piss in the dark. Might not make it in the urinal. But then Wayne and me left.
No, wait. What did we do before we left though? Remember that horrific meal? The fucking kid behind the bar like reaches out of nowhere
God.
and goes
He brought up a jar.
filled with brine, and it had 1 sausage in it. It was a pickled sausage.
red brine, so it was a pickled sausage. Remember that one from when we were in Scouts?
No.
From
Oh.
The dude, he just pulls this thing out. Anyone want this? It's the last one. I'm throwing it out. Kevin was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah." I'll take the fucking thing.
What happened was Wayne said. Well, the first thing that was said, Wayne goes, I mean, do I have to pay for it? And the guy goes, no. And he just pokes it with a fork, puts it on the plate in front of me, and I take one bite. I couldn't.
It was that bad?
You took a bite, and it looked like you were thinking about it though, because you're a fucking freak. I was like, he loves it. He's gonna eat the whole thing. Watch, he's gonna eat the whole thing. And he was really like mulling it over. Like it didn't look painful. It looked like he was having like a philosophical thought about it. And I'm like, he loves it. And he goes, no, dude, it's terrible. That's fucking awful. I said, well, let me try. I took a bite, bro. It was so fucking bad, dude. It tasted like how like an antique store smells. Like,
ew.
Like that's the only way I could describe it.
I said to the guy, I said, I've eaten canned escargot before. That won't make me throw up. This will.
That's insane.
It was really bad.
But we left. Wayne left me at my house. I sat on the tailgate of my truck and finished smoking my cigar. And then I walked inside. Made another Moscow Mule in this cup, big boy, and
dummy fixter,
and then sat on my bed watching. Or I leaned into the corner of my wall on my bed with my mug of Moscow Mule rested on my gut and watched King of the Hill. Got 5 minutes into the episode, passed out because I had woken up at like 6 a.m. to drive back here. I was still for 4 episodes.
Jesus.
And then the 5th episode, when it came on, like, I don't know if I like, moved my leg or something in the middle of the night, but I like must have turned up the volume at some point. So as soon as the 5th episode popped on and the fucking soundtrack started for King of the Hill, it spooked me so bad while I was sleeping that I didn't wake up, but I spilled my Moscow Mule on my stomach.
Oh,
damn.
And this was filled to the top.
dude.
Jesus Christ.
And it went all over me, all over my bed. I went, fuck! And just immediately started cleaning myself up.
Dude, that's the fucking worst. One time I was in bed and I fucking like rolled over and like a pillow hit my you know that shelf in my bedroom?
Yeah.
I haven't been in your bedroom in probably about 10 years.
I have a huge shelf that runs the whole length of my bedroom. My bed used to be right up against it, and I turned over and I spilled a whole full glass of ice water right onto myself. And I was asleep. Like so I woke up and I'm just like, I woke up and I'm wet and cold and I'm fucking soaked. I'm like, what in the fuck? It's the most jarring fucking way to wake up. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like,
yeah, I woke up in Nick's personal hell. I woke up and my hands were just
that's actually awful.
From the ginger beer.
I hate that so much. Yeah, because I used to have a twin size bed for a long time, and my room's really small, so everything's on top of each other. I used to have 3 pillows when I had the twin size bed, so like it was not ideal. And I just remember one time I like knocked a pillow onto my nightstand in the middle of the night, knocked my lamp over, the bulb just hit the fucking ground and exploded.
Jesus God.
And like all this shit on it was just on the floor. It was terrible.
yeah.
Yeah, try walking barefoot out of your room in the middle of the night with broken glass.
Oh
Yeah,
my
no,
God,
thank
dude.
you.
Oh, and isn't your bed like across the room from your light switch? So
It's
did you have
weird.
to do it in the dark?
Yes.
That's rough.
I crawled off. We were fine. No issues, but it happened once and it was pretty bad.
Yeah, it sounds like it sucks cock.
And there's also this is just on a rant now. There's the occasional time where I'm because I have a ceiling fan in my room. Do either of you do?
Fuck
I
no.
do.
Okay, you do. Every once in a while, I'll like put a shirt on, put my arm in the air, and just put my fucking hand in the fan if it's
dude.
on. I did that same night too, so it was pretty
I'm
rough.
triggered about like my outside ceiling fan, like on the porch.
Oh my God. He has he has a ceiling fan on his patio,
Like
back
the
patio, which is
screened-in porch.
right,
yeah.
screened-in porch. It's not insulated or anything, which it's fine, it's cool, but the fan is an indoor fan, so all the blades are like MDF or something.
Yeah.
So they just got humid and they droop. I've hit my head on that fan so many times. It's insane.
I asked my dad because he put it in like when they bought the house or something, and I said, "What's the deal with this fan? Why the fuck is it like? Why are the blades like melted?
Flaccid.
Yeah, they're like flaccid." And he was like, I think he said like they just had a fan lying around,
Right.
and he just put it up, and it took him 15 years to droop or something.
To his credit, it did hold up pretty long.
And we're the only people who get affected by it because we're the only people who are tall.
Yeah.
So no one else gets affected by it.
Like there was one time, like last summer, I was at your house. Like how many times did I hit my head on that in one night? Like 4.
A lot,
Like
yeah.
4 times or something.
I'm pretty like used to it.
I'm not.
I know how to like bob and weave around it. But dude, it came after like a lifetime of fucking smashing my shit with it. Shit
Isn't
sucks.
your dad shorter than you?
Yeah.
Man. Like, we're all tall people.
Yeah.
Like, You just struck the genetic lottery, though. Like,
No, you know what? Someone said. I said, I asked my parents. I said, how did I get so tall? You two aren't very tall. And my dad said, well, your mom's pretty
You're
tall
adopted.
for a woman. My mom's pretty tall for a woman. I think she's not much shorter than my dad.
Right. What's average female height's like? What, 5'7" or something like that?
I don't
Right
know.
around there.
She's definitely taller than that. But
right.
the
Well, that's what I mean. Is like that's like average.
so like I think I got the tall gene from her. I think my granddad was pretty tall back in his day. Apparently, I think I had a great granddad that was pretty fucking tall back in the day. So it was always there. Maybe it just skipped over my dad. poor little guy.
just got wicked tinnitus.
So as we all know, the video game of the century right now is the Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, of the century.
Of the
okay.
century, yeah. It's the new one of the year.
Yeah, the century.
The most broken game of the century.
Yeah. So, but you know what's better than Modern Warfare 2? Modern Warfare 2. I've been playing the original Modern Warfare 2 campaign, dude. It's so good. It's so cinematic. It's like a fucking movie. It's everything's over the top and everything's ridiculous, you know. But the thing that struck me the most about that, like playing it now in the year 2023, there's like a mission in that fucking game where like Russia attacks the United States and they storm the White House and you have to fight and take back the White House and shit. Some real action movie shit. I play that now and I'm like, bro, these fucking guys can't even take over the fucking Ukraine. There's no way they're taking over the fucking White House, man. Granted, we've seen, lamer people take over the White House.
Hey, that was 2009 Russia or something like that, though,
but
right?
still, what the fuck happened in 10 years? Anyway, we've seen bigger losers take over the White House, or the Capitol building or whatever, but like, I don't think it's gonna happen. But like, I'm playing the game and I'm enjoying it. I'm like, man, this is great. This is really cinematic. But I'm like, these guys can't even take over. I don't know how big the Ukraine is. They're fucking like something the size of a state. They're not coming over here, man. They're not fucking gonna stand a chance. These fucking guys. That like took me out of it. It sets like I wrote on the thing. It sets unrealistic standards for global conflict. I feel like.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I don't know. We haven't seen much of what China can do as of recently, but I think a war with China would be a bit more
what's like why
epic.
They said like what was it, Japan or whatever said like the reason why they'd never be able to invade the US was because behind every blade of grass would be an armed American citizen.
Yeah, that was their thought, and that I don't know what the statistic was in like 1945, but now there is like 400 million guns in this country. There's more guns than people in this country. So, like. There's enough guns for like everyone to have like 1.5 or something. Everyone to have at least one. Yeah. Just every citizen. Dude, speaking of global conflict with China, this is not written down anywhere.
Okay.
We're gonna.
That's why, like you said, speaking of global conflict with China, I look at the list. I'm like, I do not remember seeing
this is
that.
something that was totally like off topic, but low key on topic. I keep getting these Business Insider videos recommended me on YouTube, and one was Business Insiders, how the U.S. Army is preparing for a conflict with China. And it's like an hour-long like mini documentary about this like jungle survival course for the United States Army. This shit is fucking wicked, man. Like, if we ever go back to Vietnam, dude, we're gonna kick ass. Like, they're seriously like prepared for this shit. Like, they're gearing up for like invading China.
Yeah,
like that. The reason it exists is to prepare to invade the tropical jungle parts of China. It's seriously fucked up. You know what else I've been getting in my YouTube recommendations?
I guess China's way more like geographically
fucked up.
I was gonna say diverse than I expect.
Oh yeah.
Because like you don't really see a ton about like scenic China.
Yeah,
you see shit like the Kowloon walled city. Is that even in China, or is that like it's somewhere
enough.
over
it's
there?
Close enough.
Some Asian country. But,
yeah. No, you don't think about the scenery in China. You think about like how fucked up it is. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like,
you can't say fuck the government without getting raided.
Yeah, without getting ran over by a tank. Like, you can't do anything over there. It kind of fucking sucks. I got another YouTube recommendation. Beef. I clicked on one of these videos. It got recommended to me like at nighttime one night, and I put it on. I fell asleep to it. It was from this channel called like History of the Universe or something. It was from this channel. Literally History of the Universe, and it just like talks about these like space and stars and like quantum mechanics and stuff. It's good, like boring shit to fall asleep to.
Yeah,
and a guy just talks about it. It's interesting, but not interesting enough to keep you awake, especially when you got your eyes closed and it's nighttime. But I keep getting these recommended to me all the time now, and so I put one on the other night. that was literally called like "What Actually Are Space and Time," and it was like a fucking like several hour long video. And then
wow, okay.
And yeah, good to fall asleep to. And this is the video, "What Actually Are Space and Time," and then the two top comments on the video were, "Oh, that's not it."
What the fuck?
That was a photography thing I saw, and I was going to complain to you about. That's a not safe for podcast discussion.
Oh my god. Okay.
That was
that's not it.
Was that guy naked?
no.
Okay.
That guy looked like the Gayote guy or Goyote. I can't remember the name of the band. They came out with like the one song, somebody that I used to know.
Oh, Gautier or whatever.
Gautier,
yeah. But the two comments on this video, "What are space and time?" I've literally started pursuing a graduate degree in physics because of this channel. Thank you for igniting my own passion in science. And the one above it, "These videos are fantastic. I'm going to get seriously stoned and watch this tonight." It's like there are only two kinds of people. There are people who really love this shit and people who just don't care. They just put it on for background noise.
And the one about getting stoned got like 2,000 more upvotes.
Yeah.
So
more people are happy that this guy's enjoying his life than they are about a guy igniting his career.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh man. So
You want to scroll up?
do I have to?
I mean, I thought we were just going down the list.
I don't know. I was just floating around. The rest is your shit if we're just going down the list.
No, so me and Moy went to see Oppenheimer.
Sloppenheimer.
Yeah, Sloppenheimer, which
Nick hates when I say that.
It's such a disgusting word.
Slop or just Sloppenheimer?
Just the context of saying Sloppenheimer.
I just want to real quick apologize because I'm looking at my phone so much this time. My mom's sending me questions my grandmom has about her computer in real time while I'm doing this. I said, "Can we talk about this like later?" And she's like, "No." The most recent text says, "How to disable OneNote." I don't know what she means.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Isn't OneNote like the thing on the dashboard where it's or the I don't know what the
Maybe she means printing to OneNote. You ever print something to
I know,
OneNote?
dude. I don't want to talk about this shit right now. I'm not on the clock till tomorrow.
All right, so we went to see Oppenheimer, and the movie theater we went to had like unlimited. It was like bottomless popcorn, as long as you had a bucket. And we're sitting next to this dude in the theater, and the guy is like has his popcorn on his lap, and I hear his phone start ringing. And he's like, "Oh fuck," and he's like fumbling in his pocket, popcorn still in his lap, rocking back and forth, and it falls off his lap and lands face down. No popcorn spilled out of it. And he's looking at it, and I'm like, I notice it out of the corner of my eye, and I just go, "That's an L, dude." And he goes, "I'm not sure I can pick this up without making a mess, so that will be the cleaning person's problem."
Dude, that's
so
like-
then he stands up, walks to the back of the movie theater, and rummages through the trash to find someone else's bucket of popcorn, and then brings that up to the front and comes back with another bucket of popcorn.
That's like one of those traps you leave for like the wait staff when you get bad service. You know what I'm talking about?
You put a dollar bill in a glass of water.
You turn it upside down. And you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's literally like a fucking booby trap. But like, I'm sure when the cleaning guy came through, he was like, "Bro, if I find out who did this, I'm gonna kill them." That's something that you normally would have to try to do.
Yeah. That's impressive.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh man, I saw Oppenheimer with Nick's parents.
Coincidentally, I wasn't there.
I showed up to the movie theater. I'm getting my popcorn. I'm filling my drink, and I look behind me. I see Nick's parents walking into the movie theater, and like your dad was like,
Was it like noon on like a Tuesday?
Yeah.
Hey, didn't you see it before work?
No, I took the day off because that was the day me and Nick went to a concert.
Oh, okay.
So I had the whole day off to watch Oppenheimer. So I go in, I see Nick's dad, and he was like, "What are you seeing? Are you seeing the Barbie movie?" I'm like, "No, I'm seeing Oppenheimer." He was like, "Oh yeah, us too."
Yeah. Damn, did you guys sit next to each other?
No. I said, "How great would it be if we were seated next to each other?" And they were like right behind me.
How packed was the theater?
Not very. I don't think it was too packed.
See, when I bought the tickets for me and Moy, I bought the tickets, and it was like the day before the movie, and Fandango said that nobody had bought tickets. So I bought 2 tickets for the middle seats in the very center of the theater.
Yeah.
That way you got the best seats in the house. We go in, it's only us in there. 10 minutes later, there's not a single empty chair.
Wow.
Damn.
I don't like being in the middle of an open, like a crowd like that.
I can understand the anxiety around that.
Yeah.
I don't really feel it, but I can understand
It doesn't bother
I
me.
forgot to bring my illegal concealed carry pistol to the movie theater.
You mean your concealed carry PBRs? There's one time Kevin and I are in the theater. We sit down.
What were we watching?
I think it's probably the second time we saw Avatar.
Oh, Avatar,
Jesus
yep, with
Christ.
Frank.
Yeah, we sit down, and I hear like glass clinging, and he's wearing a jacket because it was like the winter.
Nick here's like,
Yeah,
and
he
he
opens one up, and I'm like, bro, do you fucking bring that in here? He goes, yeah, you want one too? And he pulls another one out of his shirt. And then like halfway through the movie, he pulls out a third one and starts drinking it. He brings 3 bottles in.
That's pretty funny.
It was so funny.
There's nothing funnier than that. You go to see a movie and you hear someone else fucking click with bottles clicking. Like halfway through the movie, you hear the guy dropping his 5th bottle on the ground. Just
it
rolling
rolls
around.
down the steps.
Yeah.
But dude, I just laughed so hard, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like one too?" And pulls out another one.
I went to a movie theater and saw a movie where instead of it being steps like the movie theater near us, where the whole thing was just on a slant. Everything was on a slant. The seats were on a slant. There was a slant
That's
down
bizarre.
to the bottom. Yeah, it was. But it was
How
like,
inclined was the slant?
not more inclined than you would think. Inclined enough to make bottles roll down it though. Like a fucking guy was drinking like 2-3 rows behind me, and the fucking bottles kept hitting the back of my feet. Every like 20 minutes, half hour, one would hit me. So like 2-hour movie, something fucking
Right, 3 or 4.
Yeah, I got like 3, 4, 5 fucking bottles hit the back. I'm like, what in the now they didn't hit me every time. They rolled past me. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on over here, man? You're not even gonna give me one? What the fuck? Jesus Christ, that shit is good.
We need to go to a movie again soon.
Yeah, there hasn't been much I've been that interested in seeing.
Yeah.
I want to see the new Indiana Jones. I haven't seen that
That's-
yet.
Yeah, I
that
haven't
does-
seen that either. Actually,
Apparently, it's not doing great, but
I mean, yeah, no one's talking about it.
yeah,
Are there Nazis in it?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
I don't know
think
anything.
They
I
couldn't
haven't.
do that like COD.
Yeah, I haven't watched any like promotional material for the movie. That one was one that I feel like almost came out of nowhere.
That's like any movie I see. I specifically don't like Avatar. Didn't watch any trailers for it.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer didn't watch any trailers for it.
I don't know. A lot of stuff I get like tangled up in like the hype of the movie like years before the movie comes out. Like when I went to go see the Flash movie, which is another one that fucking
That
bombed,
one I needed to see.
I was like, that movie like was scheduled to come out actually for a decade. Like that movie was in production like for a fucking decade. So like for a fucking decade, I was fucking like every time some new news came out, I was reading it. Every time a trailer came out, every time a fucking promo poster came out, I looked at it.
I wonder if it got delayed at all because the guy was being like a deviant in Hawaii.
Yeah, dude. It's hard to film a movie when the guy keeps getting fucking arrested and fucking minors and stuff. Like
Yeah.
it's pretty hard to film.
Was
a
he
movie.
fucking minors? I didn't know.
That's
that
an
part.
allegation, but
Oh,
like
okay.
he was charged for like throwing a chair at a lady in Hawaii.
Yeah,
or
I know.
something.
Yeah,
Throwing a chair at a lady.
Yeah.
There's like a video. There's a video of Ezra
Yeah.
Miller, the star of the Flash and the Fantastic Beasts series, just picking up a chair and throwing it at some lady, like
yeah.
right at her fucking face.
Yeah.
That guy was seriously
Too bad.
fucked up.
Too bad the Waffle House lady wasn't there to
Yeah, I
catch
know.
it.
The chair bender, the last chair bender. Dude, but I think that's another reason that movie bombed though, is because everyone's like, man, this guy's a fucking asshole. I don't want to put money in this guy's wallet. He's a
Yeah.
fucking terrorist, basically.
Damn.
Not a terrorist. He is a terror
Maybe he
though.
started the fires.
Huh? Yeah,
Maybe
he did. These fucking Hawaiians, they haven't seen the last of me. Fucking going around with his bic, lighting the place up.
Here's a question about movies. Honestly, if you think somebody put in time, like made a 2-hour film, it was just a documentary about Waffle House fights with footage.
Absolutely.
That would be like one of the highest grossing films of the decade.
My parents just started watching some fucking show.
Like I would see that 4 times.
I don't know. I
There's
think
enough content. That's the thing, is there's enough content of people in Waffle House messing each other up.
I would see it if someone took time and like drove around the country and got like professional footage of like actual fight. Like that would be like a labor of love though.
Oh yeah, I mean, how do you be in the right spot at the right time across
Yeah,
like 400 locations?
You would have to be at That would be another one a decade in the making.
You'd have
That
to
is
set
the
up like
movie
a
I would
trail
see.
camera at 100 different locations.
That is a good. Like, I wouldn't want to sit down and watch 2 hours worth of Twitter videos where the fucking cameraman's shaky.
Oh, I just see what you're
like
saying.
shit from r/kill
But yeah,
the
you get
camera
some
guy.
commentary in the middle. You get like an interview with the guy who owns
Yeah.
Waffle House.
That
and
would be
stuff.
fucking good.
I would love to see something like that.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised, like Waffle House, I can't remember what it is. They have like different categories for like when they need to shut down
the
and
storm
like
stuff.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't shut down. Like if a tornado is literally 30 feet away from the building, they're still open.
That's the Waffle House Index.
Yeah.
FEMA uses that as a way to gauge the badness of a disaster.
Yeah.
That they send out a field
Yeah.
operative to look and see if the Waffle House is operational or not.
No, this shit's hilarious though.
yeah.
Honestly, I have more trust in the Waffle House Index than like the DEF CON system at this
Oh,
point.
absolutely.
Yeah, dude. I think it's so funny. I think it's so funny. That's a real fucking thing. Dude.
I know, like it's not even just a meme.
I love it. FEMA uses it and it has 3 levels. Green, full menu. Yellow, limited menu. Power is either absent or delivered by a generator. Food supplies are running low. Red, the restaurant is closed or destroyed.
You go from power out to restaurant is gone.
Yeah.
Either it's there or it's not.
How many code reds have Waffle House issued? I would like to know.
I don't
that.
know.
I'm sure
that's
it's
the thing I wanna
somewhere
know.
in somewhere in Tornado Valley or something.
How strong those buildings are.
I'd love to know.
Probably pretty fucking.
All the ones that, not that there's really any around here, but they all look like
Say,
they were
what's,
built
like, the nearest one's,
50,
like-
60, 70 years ago. So
I think the nearest one's in like fucking Wilmington, Delaware or
it's
something.
somewhere in Delaware.
Really? I thought there were some in Jersey.
If they are, they're like
If they are, they're in
up.
like
They're like up
yeah.
towards
Huh.
New York. Yeah, there's not, dude. If there was a Waffle House closer by, I'd be going there and I'd be volunteering to film the fights
Yeah.
if I could.
Dude, who wants to go to Waffle House next time there's a hurricane?
hell yeah.
Just go for fun.
Yeah. The Waffle House website has an article about the Waffle House Index on their website. It says how to measure a storm's fury one breakfast at a time. That's the title of the article. That's like a full article detailing the history of the Waffle House Index.
Damn, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just on the same topic, I feel like next to Waffle House, IHOP videos are like not as popular,
yeah.
but like what is it about breakfast places that draws these crowds?
It's because they have deals and it's cheap. That's why.
I guess, and they're also open. Like
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's because they just.
it's
pack.
never daytime when a Waffle House video drops.
It's
I mean, it is sometimes.
yeah.
but it's normally not.
My like theory of life, which I guess like lends itself to Kevin's like crowd anxiety in the movie theater, is more motherfuckers, more motherfucking problems. And
Yeah.
you have all those deals and all those open seats, and everyone just comes in. More motherfuckers, more problems, man.
Yeah.
That's my theory of life. The more people, the worse it will be.
Would you open a Waffle House and you'd have to work there, but you'd make $80K?
I have to work like the front desk.
You have to be on the floor,
How much you making?
customer facing, $80K.
A year?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I do.
Can I be
Are you
like
shitting
like
me?
the good manager and I go, hello, how's everything? Or do I have to like bring the motherfucker the waffle?
You're partaking in it. It's a team.
Wayne, you're staring down
Let's
the
say
barrel of the
the
gun.
whole place has got 4 employees. It's the 3 of us and maybe Walt because he's
Okay.
on here sometimes.
Yeah,
and we all do everything.
Yeah, I would do that. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
80K a
Us
year,
four
I would
running
do
a
that.
Waffle House?
Dude, honestly, it kind of sounds good.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like a good time.
That's it. I'm inquiring about becoming
I'm
a
sure they have
franchisee.
franchise.
Where is it? Careers.
Episode 20, whatever. The boys open a Waffle House.
Episode 27. The gang opens a Waffle House.
Yeah.
I would
But,
do the fuck out of that.
Have either of you ever seen a house in real life
Yes.
that looks like it was made in Minecraft?
I guess not.
There
No.
was a building that used to be a house in the Outer Banks that looked like somebody in Minecraft built their house using only oak wood planks, and the interior was only oak wood planks, so everything was the same color.
That sounds that's like a personal hell too. Oh my god, that picture you are not getting.
That's pretty bad, dude.
That's really
Pretty
bad.
rough. Dude, even the doors.
The door frame, the door,
Guy, bro.
everything.
Why? Dude, I'd rather my house be made out of Lincoln logs.
Here,
know.
here's Moy standing in a room the floors, walls, ceiling.
That's awful.
Even the ceiling is the same color.
It's even
Jesus Christ.
That is a Minecraft house.
It literally is. That's like Sean making a Minecraft house.
So wait, was that where you stayed, or is that just like a house you walked into?
This was it was at the end of the street. It was a museum for. It was like it used to be like the thing where like people stand there and go, that cloud looks kind of fucked up. That might fuck us up. Like it was like a weather like house or something.
Dude, if that was like my house, I would just be
even the
gluing drywall
sink
on.
Is the countertop wood too?
Yeah,
Dude,
the countertop is the same
Jesus.
color wood.
I'm surprised the sink's not made out of wood.
I know. Dude, that's fucked up. What was this? Like some kind of a constrained building exercise? Like
That has to be somebody lost a bed. It's like, hey, you have to make the full wood house.
It's like a reality show challenge. Okay, reach into the bucket and pull something out. Oak wood planks. You have to build an entire house out of oak wood planks, and you win $1 million if you do it. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
It was constructed in like, I think they said it was like constructed in like 1956 or 1958 or something like that. So all they've done is kept the wood polished and shit like that.
well,
That's nuts.
I mean, it doesn't look like shit. Like the wood, like it's not falling apart.
Right.
Like it's not like scuffed or anything. It's just like what's the word? Like visually fatiguing to look at.
yeah.
Like it's just like
But like there's one guy in the building. He's the only person that works there, and it's like 10-month stretches where he's there and he sleeps there and he's not allowed to leave the building.
That's
Jesus.
not cool.
Like rangers will bring him food and shit like that, and like his office door was like cracked open, and I like knocked on it just to get it to open up a little bit more. He had this humongous like radio set up in his office, and he's like, "Oh, that's just my radio. I use it to talk to random people from across the world." Kind of gets lonely here.
Jesus.
That's probably a really lonely job.
Oh yeah.
What did you say he
absolutely.
was? He was like a weather watcher or
Yeah.
something? Okay.
That's
Like
so
he's the guy who's in
strange.
charge of ruining your vacation and evacuating the island when he sees a funny wave or
Yeah.
something.
I'm sure there's a reason for this, even if it just comes down to money. But like, as far as I'm aware, the U.S. and Canada and like Mexico are like the only countries in the world that only build like buildings out of wood and like some concrete for the foundation.
Yeah.
Why in hurricane areas where you already know, like in Hatteras, if
Yeah.
someone has a house there, they have a lot of money. Why are they not steel reinforced
I
buildings?
should have taken a picture of it. On the floor of this building, on some parts of the floor, there were giant corks that if your house
or like
flooded,
a drain holes.
that
the
if
fuck,
you pulled
dude?
the cork up, it would drain your house.
What, like in SpongeBob's house? Doesn't he have that?
Yeah.
Is there that episode where he fucking pulls the drain on his house?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's an actual thing that they have down there in some of the houses, and people still do it to this day. Like they'll put like drain holes in their house. That way, if a flood comes through and their house goes underwater, then it just drains out.
At least that makes some sense.
Yeah.
Like, oh boy, water damaged wood floors. Time to like replace my house.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like there was the one year I went down and some guy was talking to a local there, and he's like, "Yeah, we got a neighbor moving in, and he's definitely not from around here." And I'm like, "What? Are you
How do
talking-"
you be from around there?
Some people are like just born there.
I guess.
Yeah.
But like,
That's like a.
Like in Hatteras is definitely there's a lot more like houses there where people live and they
Right.
don't go anywhere else but
right,
there.
it's not just
Yeah.
a summer home or something.
Yeah.
Do they have like that? Like, I think I know the answer because based on just what that guy said, this guy's not from around here. Do they have like that insider, like small town, like we hate everyone who isn't from here mentality?
I think they do on people that move there.
Okay.
I was gonna say that'd be pretty bad if your entire economy is probably driven by
Tourism. Yeah,
and
it's
you're
driven-
like, I fucking hate these people. Why do they gotta come to my beach?
Yeah. That's how like
Anyway, I'm charging $175 for a charter vessel going
Yeah.
out fishing.
Yeah,
that's how it is like in the Keys kind of too. Like I have family that lives down in the Florida Keys, and there's like a big like
But, like, more people
only the
live
locals
there.
get it. Only the locals
Yeah.
for the shit like that.
right.
But I was like, well, like, what do you mean? And he said the guy is building his house and he's not putting it on stilts.
Bro, that you're not going to be able to
Why?
get insurance on that house.
Yeah.
Like you can't build houses like that at the Jersey Shore, like let
Yeah.
alone there where houses routinely get fucking knocked over by fucking hurricanes and shit.
So
Dude, it's not even just not being around there. he's never gone to school.
He's never gone to the beach, dude. Like,
yeah, he's never done anything.
I'm pretty sure, like, you
Give me that guy's money. He doesn't deserve it.
I know, dude. Seriously, I'll put it to better use. Honestly.
Give me the address. We're gonna go make a trip.
Yeah.
Like, you even see houses down there. It's like the house looks like it's been there since like the fucking 30s,
Right?
And it's like it's a normal house, but it's just sitting on 4 cinder blocks.
Yeah. I always wonder, like, the one sitting on cinder blocks. Like, I'm sure there's some like in the middle of the house at the bottom, but imagine you're just like in the middle of your house. You jump and you just go through the floor.
Oh. Me and Wayne last night saw dude his fucking pickup truck, and he had like a tool bench or a toolbox in the back that was plastic.
Oh, okay.
Like the heavy duty plastic.
Oh, yeah.
He must have put something heavy directly in the middle of it one day on a super hot day because it was just like
it was completely
so
bowed,
bad.
dude. The truck was filled with shit in the back, and this plastic toolbox. It looked like the dude dropped like a 50-pound dumbbell in the middle of it.
So it was smiling at you.
It was. It was completely fucked up.
Dude, plastic toolbox in the back of a truck's just a bad move.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I mean, you should have seen his truck.
Wow. Okay.
It was a Dodge Dakota, like mine, but it only had two, like it had no back seat.
Yeah, its bottom trim was a rusty trim.
Yeah.
Rip.
Yeah, but like our fucking when we were in the Outer Banks, our neighbors, dude, Jesus fucking Christ, they were so fucking god awful. They just never ended. They never stopped fighting. Like I said last night, like the one guy, you never saw him without a bong in his hand. All of them, I don't think I've seen. I saw them smoke more cigarettes last week than I've seen cigarettes in my life. They never didn't have cigarettes in their fucking mouths. At one point, like you'd see 4 people in the shower underneath the house. This was a family, mind you.
What were they fucking?
Why?
Nobody knows what they were doing.
That is so
Some people
weird.
said maybe they were going in there to light their cigarettes.
Oh, for
but
the wind.
I don't know if that's the case because you never saw smoke coming out. But at one point, the dad was underneath the house taking a shower, and I noticed they had shoes on, and
like not Crocs, like shoes,
like sneakers.
Okay,
And the water's hitting him, everything like that.
he's showering in shoes.
And his daughter, or I presume is his daughter, because she was yelling about how she just turned 26 and she's getting taken off the insurance and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
She kicked in the shower door so that she could go into the shower that her dad was showering in and yell at him in his face while she's smoking a cigarette.
Oh my gosh.
And she walks out of the shower. Dad walks out of the shower soaking wet, wearing full clothes.
What the fuck? I don't know. Some people need to sit in the shower with the clothes on, man. You know.
There's no way that guy had one intelligent thought that whole day.
Yeah.
And she's just yelling at him like, "You fucking piece of shit!"
What is his fault that your insurance is running out?
And after she's done yelling, he goes, "Yeah, why don't you say that again, except louder this time, so the whole island can hear you." And then she yells it again, and then he says again, "Yeah, why don't you yell that louder again?" And they just kept going back and forth for probably about 10 minutes.
Jesus.
That's so fucked up.
But like at one point, like Bodie, my dog, is rambunctious. He doesn't hurt people or things. He likes to play with people and things. So like they had a dog, and the first day they were there, they let us know, just so you know, our dog's blind. And we said, okay. And
was he wearing the funny glasses with the stick?
And the dog wanders onto our front lawn right at the bottom of the steps. And my dad's like holding Bodie back as strong as he can. Bodie just wants to get down there to play with the dog. But it's an old as shit dog, so it'd probably end up killing it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Hey, you guys want to come get your dog? It's over here in the front lawn." The guy goes, "Oh, yeah, sorry. She's deaf. She's also blind." Like, you already told us this.
Yeah.
He walks over, has a cigarette hanging out of his mouth, picks up the dog, turns around, looks at us and goes, "Where do you want me to put it?" My dad just goes, "What?" And I just said, "Dude, literally anywhere that isn't our lawn." And he just walks off the lawn with the dog and just drops it on the ground.
Jesus.
Blind Helen Keller dog.
Yeah.
Where do you want me to put it?
I don't understand how motherfuckers don't have any care in the world about their fucking dogs as far as like where they go when they roam. Like, you know, there's like the guy in your neighborhood with that little white dog that would always run around all over the place.
Oh yeah.
One day I was around and I saw that dog, and I saw like a guy standing around out front, and I was like, "Is this your fucking dog?" Like, he was, you know, it's that little shit white dog. I picked it up. I went, "Is this your dog?" And the guy just goes, "Yeah, it's my dog." He runs around sometimes. It's not like he ran away. Like, he just wandered like 5 houses over. Yeah. Oh, that's where he went. I didn't know where he went. It's like, what the fuck? That guy was very weird. I think I might have told you about
strange.
this. He talked about he like, I'd give him his dog. He goes, "You know what I do? I drive a truck, man, and these people on the road." I'll drive a motherfucker. Like, and the guy was like deranged. Like the look in his eye, it was fucking deranged. Yeah, fucking guys don't understand. I'll run you off the fucking Ben Franklin Bridge. I don't give a fuck. I'm in a truck. I'm just like, bro, I'm just trying to give you your dog back. What the fuck are you talking about? It was years. I had like just gotten my license, and that's how we got on the subject of driving. But like, he was just like talking about like, I'll kill a guy. Like, bro, I'm just trying to give you your dog back.
You ever see this? You ever see that video of like these people like sitting at a dining table, and this guy's like, "Yeah, so in New York, we had the air conditioning unit fell out the window. There was a young couple walking under. Guy fucking died." And like, he sounded so serious. I'll have to find this clip. And the girl he's talking to is like, "What? What happened?" He said, "No one knew. You shouldn't be walking in the streets like that." It's like, you dropped it or killed someone. I have to find it. I saw this very recently. Like, the guy, it's like a caricature. Like, you'd think this guy was in The Sopranos. Like, if you just like looked at him in the way he was talking.
I can't stop bringing it up every opportunity to bring it up. That like, my favorite video of all time are the two fucking guys getting interviewed. "He was the best guy around," and the reporter goes, "What about the people he murdered?" "Murder? What about murder?" Like, I forget what he was murdered. So what? It was so fucking funny. I love that shit. "What murder?" That's what he says. He goes, "What murder? What are you talking about?"
Dude, the way down to the Outer Banks was like, it's like once you go below Delaware, it's 50 to 55 miles per hour all the way there. There's no 60 mile per hour at all. And if you go over 5 miles per hour, then you're just fucked. Like, you're just gonna get pulled over. Like I was telling Moy, like, God forbid I want to go fucking 3 miles above 55 miles per hour, and without a fucking cop pulling me over and turning my head into a fucking canoe with his Glock 45. He's gonna stand there with his fucking stupid ass flat brim hat, and he's gonna go, My Glock 45 is the vessel that sends speeders to the afterlife, and I am its captain. But dude, our neighbors were just so fucking annoying. Down there in the Outer Banks, it's a beer store, but you just pull your car into it.
Yeah.
And you say, "I want this."
Yeah,
they just throw it in your car, and then that's it, and then you just drive away.
Yeah.
Why can't we have those here?
I know, dude. I love that shit, man. The brew through.
I know that's what it's called.
There's a couple of them. One of them's called brew through. I think there's definitely more than one. But yeah, that shit is so fucking nice, dude. I really wish you could have that here, as opposed to getting it delivered or something.
Yeah.
Bro, I delivered liquor before, dude. That shit is fucking sad as fuck.
What do you mean delivered liquor?
I worked at a liquor store and I did liquor deliveries.
When did you work at a liquor store?
I worked there for 2 months, yeah.
I didn't know they did delivery.
They do it through an app. Like, you have to have like
Is it Drizzly?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do it through an app, bro. It's always alcoholics. It's like always alcohol. 1 in like 10 will be a guy having a party. He doesn't feel like doing it or whatever. It's everyone else is a fucking alcoholic. It's like, did I ever tell you about this?
No.
There was a guy I delivered to more than a couple times at a trailer park in the area, and he always got 2 30-packs of Budweiser. And you would knock on the door, and he would just yell, "Come in, it's unlocked!" And you go in. The guy was like 400 pounds.
Dude, I would say, "I'm not coming in," and I'd leave it on the front step.
The guy was 400 pounds. He looked like he was a part of the reclining chair.
Did you ever watch Blade?
No.
Okay.
The dude, he looked like he was made out of the chair he was sitting in.
That's rough.
He looked like he never got up out of the chair. He had a laptop and like like it looked like a fucking Xbox 360 chat headset on, and like he worked from home or something. Like that was his job, like doing like remote call center work or something. Do I go to put? He goes, just put it right in the fridge for me. Just put it right in the fridge. I'm like, okay, whatever. And I open his fridge. All that was in there was the last empty 30 brick and like a couple hot dogs. Like that was it. And the guy was fucking 400 fucking pounds.
That's insane.
And so I just put both 30 bricks in the fridge because there's plenty of fucking room for him.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh, okay. And he gives me a tip. Okay, I'll see. I delivered that guy like 2 or 3 more times. I think his name was Bill. The guy's name was Bill. I don't work at the liquor store anymore. I go back in there like a month after I'm done working there, and I see one of the guys I used to work with, and we're shooting the shit. He goes, dude, remember Bill? I'm like, yeah. Well, he would order like every couple days, and we didn't get an order from him in like a week. So we called. He fucking died. He died in his house. We're the reason the cops went and found him. No one else knew he died.
Gosh.
Oh my god.
Dude, you know it's bad when the liquor store is doing welfare checks.
Dude, my last day that I would have been like, drop the beer off in his fridge and be like, hey, by the way, how fucking fat are you? How much you fucking weigh?
He wasn't a rude guy. It's sad, dude. It's fucking sad. And that's the saddest one by a wide margin, but like every single one was like an alcoholic. Like I delivered a bunch of fireball shooters to a guy.
Walter?
Yeah, to Walter. No, this is a fucking alcoholic. And I'm
Walter?
like, why is this guy ordering all these fireball shooters? And like the guy who's putting the order together for me, he goes, oh, I already know who it is. This guy. He only orders the shooters because he calculated that it's cheaper by the ounce to buy them this way.
Wow.
So you can buy like a sleeve of 50 shooters.
Oh my God.
And it's cheaper by the ounce that way. And he did the math and he figured this out. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I drop him off to the guy's house, like 2 sleeves of 50 fireball shooters. And the dude looks like a fucking guy who drinks fireball shooters all day. Like it's like beyond fucked up.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
How were the tips?
Tips are usually pretty good. It was like doing DoorDash or something. You get a tip off the app, and you get it. Like sometimes they'll give you a tip to yourself there.
Damn.
But it's like, I guess maybe you could do it like normal, like freelance, like just like Uber, whatever, Uber Eats or DoorDash. But I did it through an actual liquor store.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, it was.
But
on that depressing note,
about a 400-pound fat man dying, I almost died over the week. I saw some bitch on the beach digging a hole, and she was like probably like 5'8", maybe a little bit taller.
Yeah.
And she was like head level with a hole she was digging on the beach.
Yeah.
And she didn't fill it back in, obviously, because why the fuck would you? It's not your responsibility.
Yeah.
And like 2 days go by and the hole was gone.
Yeah.
And I was like, and so I forgot where the fuck it was.
Yeah.
And me and Moy we came home Saturday. Saturday.
Yes.
So Friday night, me and Moy did a nighttime walk on the beach, and we're walking, talking, and all of a sudden, that feeling you get when you slip on a patch of ice and the world starts like going down. That's the feeling I had, dude. I stepped on the sand. The top layer of sand had dried.
Yeah.
But everything underneath was still wet and watery. So when I stepped on it, I fell through. I never touched the bottom. I caught myself.
Jesus.
I caught myself. It went all the way up to my waist.
Jesus.
I caught myself, and dude,
The person was building a trap.
I know.
Dude, it was terrifying. It was like I didn't know what was happening.
It was at nighttime too.
It was
You
like
probably
fucking
couldn't see
midnight.
anything
Jesus.
either.
No. Well, I had that flashlight that Needsy had given me.
Yeah.
But I had it on like the blue mode. That way, like the light wouldn't like affect your eyes. That way, you could still see the stars nicely. Yeah, it was so unbelievably fucking terrifying. And I kind of just stood up and like brushed myself off and then kept walking. And like for 20 minutes after that, Moy wouldn't shut up about like, I thought you died. I didn't know what to think. You went down and I just thought you died. My first thoughts weren't, I need to tell Kevin's parents. I need to call the authorities.
At least you know when you do die, he'll be in a good headspace. He's already...
Kevin died.
He's already
Mentally
accepted
prepared
it.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just died. We were walking on the beach. He fell down and died.
Yeah, he just perished.
But yeah, that was pretty terrifying. Not gonna lie. Yeah, that was my Outer Banks trip.
Yeah, sounds like a good time.
Yeah, spent like pretty good. I spent about $350 throughout the week.
No, that's
not bad at all.
Yeah.
No, that includes when me and Moy went out to dinner, it was like $110, something like that.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's
fresh seafood.
Yeah,
I was gonna say they got a Hard Rock Cafe down there.
Yeah, yeah. I ordered a glass of water and a pickle.
Yeah, sir, your check.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the beauty of going on vacation with your parents. Generally, they pay for everything.
Oh, we didn't go out to dinner at all with my family.
Really?
No. We did a lot of home cooked meals.
That's the way
nice.
to do it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like, especially if you're going somewhere like that where there's not a ton of like attractions, then might as well just take a ton of time to just do stuff like that.
Yeah,
you're not stressed about it.
Yeah, that's what my family would always do. We went to the Outer Banks. It was always just like home cooking.
Well, it's like I was joking about with Moy's like normally here you're like, oh, I want to order the fish, but I mean, we live in New Jersey, so how fresh is the fish? The fresh catch of the day at a restaurant.
You give like this.
Wait. How fresh is the fresh catch of the day? Where like down there, you're like, their fish is 100%. It was caught today.
Yeah.
Where down there, you're more like, I don't know how fresh their beef is down here. Like,
right.
Like Moy got a
Do I see a cow on this island?
Moy got it was like a 17-ounce flank steak. Yeah, it was fucking humongous.
That's huge. Yeah.
It was unbelievably huge. Definitely the largest piece of meat I've seen on a plate.
Wow. And he had 2 bites.
He ate half of it.
Oh, wow. Half of it. Wow.
Yeah. He ate half of it and then took the half home and then ate it later. And I got it. It was a swordfish. What were you saying?
You shit on like the state of New Jersey's fish so much, dude. We're still like on the coast. We're still like if I was in Nebraska,
we are not on the coast.
My brother in Christ, you can drive to the ocean in 40 minutes. Refrigerated trucks exist.
Still,
if I was in Nebraska, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Then I'm on your side every day of the week, bro. You can't drive to the ocean in a day from Nebraska. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I know.
Yeah, they're catching them fish, fresh out of the lab where they're making them.
Yeah, they're fucking grown in a tank.
Yeah, drop the electric bug zapper in.
Yeah.
Wow, catch today. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's one thing, but like we like live near the ocean. Like
still, like I mean,
you can. I don't know if I would.
Let me reiterate.
You can get catfish out of the Delaware.
You can get fresh fish in Jersey. What I mean is more the places around where we live. There's not many places that I would trust to have the most fresh food.
Right. I'd want to be either way further up the Delaware, like North Jersey, or on the ocean. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I know what you mean.
Like there's a Japanese place that me and Moy go to for our anniversary that is super nice, and their shit is 100%. I trust they get that. They get shit. They have like uni there, which is sea urchin. I trust them getting that shit fresh.
Yeah.
You ever seen the videos of people getting those?
Oh, dude,
they're like addicting to watch. I have like divers just like putting them in bags with like this weird
I would love
they have.
I would love to do that, but that goes on to my anti-bucket list option.
Did you see the fucking meme I sent of a marine biologist picking up his things? It's a guy doing that. Guy just picking up fish and putting them into a bag. Yeah. So how does a sea urchin go onto your anti-bucket list?
Just scuba diving in general.
Oh, that's like a thing you'll never do.
Something that I realize that it's not that I'm afraid of open water. It's that I'm afraid of being ripped apart by a wild animal while I'm still alive. Like
that's a pretty reasonable fear.
But like in the ocean, like going swimming in the ocean, I won't go swimming in the ocean unless there's at least 4 or 5 other people fairly close to me. That way, it's a lower chance that I will get bitten by an animal.
That's fair.
That's the way I look at it. That's my mentality of it.
I guess. I don't.
Would you rather encounter like a grizzly bear in person, or like I don't know, like
a shark,
like a shark that would realistically be like at the Jersey Shore? So not like
what was the first option?
A grizzly
bear. Face to face, you and the thing. I mean, obviously, if you're in the water,
is the shark on land with me?
No.
Dude, that's what it boils down to every time for me. Is that at least I can plant my feet on the ground and maybe get one punch in before I die. If it's
me against the shark, how deep is the water?
Like halfway up your stomach.
Do I have a weapon?
No.
This is just the first episode all over again.
You perish. Like you're not going to be either one without a weapon.
There was some video that just came out on the news of some dude. A grizzly bear was charging him. From me to you, he shot it point blank in the face with a 12 gauge shotgun, and the bear didn't stop.
Dude,
the bear literally went like this and like brushed its face off with its paw, and then kept running towards the dude.
Yeah, the Revenant was not joking. You don't want to fuck with a bear.
No, especially a grizzly.
Yeah.
Dude, if I were ever to have to like hike across the country or something in the forest, I don't know how I would do it, but somehow I would find a way to conceal a cannon that
you're gonna lug a Civil War cannon with you.
They'll just pull it on like in a wagon.
How is that not a thing? How like
a bowling ball cannon?
No. I mean like
because we can make it.
No, like you get your shotgun. Your shotgun shells. You have your bird shot, your buck shot. It feels like the next bear shot. Like how like I know like being attacked by a bear isn't as big an issue as it was like say if you were on the Oregon Trail or something back in the day. Like
you'd have to carry around like an elephent gun.
Like
a 500 nitro.
Why do they get their own bullet and bears don't? Is what I'm saying.
That's true. Yeah. I think people just go straight to slug or rifle. They don't use a shot.
Yeah, bear shot. It's just two balls. They're just fucking giant. Like bird shot's a bunch of little ones. Buckshot, like there's maybe not as many balls as you have fingers in there, and then the fucking bear shot is just there's two. It's clackers
with the rope attached.
Yeah.
So what's something you guys would never do or would never do again?
I would never eat.
Not camping in August.
I will never eat another pickled sausage, bro.
That was
fair. So fucking terrible.
That's fair.
I don't know. I didn't think about this one too much. Like I don't have a lot where it's like I'm never fucking doing that outside of like obvious stuff. Like I'm never doing heroin. Like,
in 2016, like my
what do you
family.
mean? That's on my bucket list.
My family went to Punta Cana and like we went to like a scuba diving thing, except it wasn't scuba diving. It was like snorkeling on a coral reef.
Yeah,
and they have like those floating platforms out there. Like that, where it's like a bar, but you can go into the water and scuba dive, everything like that. There's like a net and everything like that. My dad and my sister are fucking batshit crazy, and they went outside of the security net and were scuba diving in the unrestricted area.
Wait, are you when you say scuba diving? What kind of
or scuba?
Snorkeling. My bad.
Okay.
Either way, you're still looking. Yeah,
that's the anti-bucket list. I'm not putting on a fucking apparatus to go in the water. That's not gonna fucking happen. A snorkel. That's like something that like a fucking Native American can create out of like the
right, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, you grab a reed and breathe underwater with it. Like, I'm not putting on like some space age technology to go down in the water. I can watch SpongeBob if I want to see that shit, dude. I don't.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't do scuba diving, and if the opportunity occurred, I don't know if I would want to go to space if that happened in our lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I don't know if I'd want to do. I'm not against that. I would go skydiving. I kind of want to do that.
I'd go to space if I had like stage 4 terminal cancer. I had 2 days left to live, and I'd get up there and I'd open up the pod while everyone was in there with me.
Jesus.
I'd take a submarine to the ocean floor and open the door.
Yeah. Dude, I would do the skydiving thing. That sounds kind of
yeah, I feel like it's something I want to do once.
I don't know.
Anything that I mean, this isn't even. I was gonna say like it's about scuba diving. It's like I don't really want to trust something that I have to like put my life into. But that's just what a parachute is. At least a parachute's like existed.
It's why I don't gamble. I wasted a lifetime of luck on one tree, so I don't do anything like that.
Yeah, that's a good reason not to gamble.
Like we went when we went to Punta Cana. Like my mom didn't go in the water because she saw Jaws when she was 6, and my dad and my sister went outside the net. I was like on the dock with my head underwater, and I'd look around, and then I went back up and went, "That's all I need," and then I just didn't do anything for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I would snorkel for sure. I would do that shit, but the scuba diving is too much. But
I'd go snorkeling in shallow waters, and that's about it.
I forget what island it was, but I did do snorkeling in the Caribbean on a cruise, like the last time I went, which is like almost 10 years ago. It's an awful thought, but it was really cool. It wasn't super deep. It was probably like 25 feet deep or something.
This was probably...
And it was at a reef. It was really cool.
Yeah.
This was probably anywhere from 25 to like 60 feet deep.
Yeah, I mean 60's deep.
Like you look.
How do you snorkel there? What you just have to like? You're not really snorkeling.
You're not
then,
going
are you?
all the way down.
Yeah, you're just kind of at the surface.
You're just
Okay.
you're floating and going down like
Okay.
10 feet and then going back up.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, well, you got a 25-foot snorkel or something. That sounds more interesting. I can't think of another like good anti-bucket list thing. Like there's shit like
Something you never do. Would
Yeah.
you go? Would you ever take a
Would
vacation
you
to
ever
India?
fight a bear?
I don't have a desire to leave this country. Where there's so much in this country, I don't have a
Really?
desire to go outside of it. Like I could do like a Caribbean island maybe, or like
There's a lot of places like
I got fuck around with the U.S. territory maybe, but like that's pushing it. Like there's just so much on the continental United States. Even the like I would do Alaska, I would do Hawaii. We kind of have it all here.
It's true.
There's so much here to see. I don't need to go somewhere where
I
I
want to go to a tundra.
I want to go to. We got that too in Alaska.
Yeah.
But like to go somewhere. Oh, the Eiffel Tower. But yeah, you got to go somewhere where everyone hates Americans and you don't speak the fucking language.
Hey, we got
Well, I
the
mean,
Eiffel
like,
Tower in LA.
I could be
That's
ignorant
enough
here.
for
I don't
me.
have to go be ignorant over there. You know what I mean? Like,
like I think seeing stuff in like Ireland or Scotland might be interesting.
That
Yeah.
seems like a popular take. Like a lot of people want to go to Ireland.
at least they speak the same language mostly.
Exactly.
more or
True.
less.
Gaelic.
Yeah, dude. I love that fucking stupid fucking thing I sent you the other day, man. Fucking.
Oh yeah.
It just says it's like a picture of a couple girls like pushing a car in the mud. It's like English girls be like, "We took the wrong road," and then it's like an old pickup truck in the mud. Scottish girls be like, "Slide over, I'm on heroin." It just makes no fucking sense. It's so fucking funny.
So on the way home yesterday, I saw some chick with a "pay for my college party" Venmo on the back windshield
Oh,
of her
did you
car.
send her a request for money?
I requested $20 from her, and I haven't heard anything yet.
Damn. She read it and understood what it was.
Yeah.
The next time we're all in a car together, that
do
it
that.
has to happen.
Mind you, it said "pay for my college party, graduating class of 2027."
What?
So
They don't deserve shit.
no,
Yeah. Well, maybe like they just
No,
graduated
obviously,
high
none
school.
of them do, but
no.
Maybe it's a person who just graduated high school.
man,
their-
It's in college.
Yeah, but they're going to be going to college, or maybe they're going for their fucking PhD or something.
that's their fault. Then that's not my
Yeah,
fault.
fuck them.
You're getting a PhD. That's not my problem.
Yeah. I've got a PhD, a pretty huge dick.
Wow, so cool.
Yeah, I'm a comedic genius. Thank you very much,
What's
guys.
underneath Kevin and Wayne eat a pickled sausage?
I don't know.
Scroll down.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of stuff over here.
I think a lot of those things, unless there's anything specific, would be good for next week's episode.
Okay, yeah, we'll save it for later, I guess.
Yeah.
Is the Papa John's thing from you and me talking about it last night? Oh no, we were talking about Pizza Hut.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Have you ever been to the Pizza Hut where we live?
Yeah.
How often have you been there?
I mean, like in there to eat or like
Have you ever been in there?
I mean, I haven't been in there in probably 10 years.
Me and Wayne have never been in a pizza.
That's like
Pizza
another-
Hut, let alone
really?
eaten
That's
at
another
one.
like money laundering front, bro. No one fucking goes to Pizza Hut. That's a
That's-
criminal operation.
That's kind of true.
That place cannot be in business still. They're absolutely
I
laundering
don't know.
money.
They invented the stuffed crust. Maybe somehow they got like a patent on that. They're loaning it out
Maybe,
to other
dude.
places. They got the big bucks. Nah, but
Dude, okay, I got to do one more thing on
Okay.
on the subject of inventing like the stuffed crust. My cousin's boyfriend's cousin is like a fucking millionaire because her father invented the pizza roll
what?
and some
Wow.
and some frozen dinner company.
Wow.
They live in a fucking house so big that their guest house is like the size of my house.
Their guest house.
Yeah. They live in a fucking in a mansion on acreage on a lake. That
Because he invented pizza rolls?
yeah, and this isn't even the guy. This is the guy's kid. So this
right,
is
right.
the trickle down money split up with siblings potentially.
That is
Their
insane.
entire family tree will never have to work ever again.
Yeah, at least several generations will never have to break a sweat for a day in their life.
No.
And they live on a like actual vacation destination.
Nuts.
I like now here. Do you know off the top of your head what year your father was born?
Yep.
What year is that?
1960.
1960. So the pizza roll was invented in 1965. Could you imagine giving your fucking dad a pizza roll when he's 5 years old? He would fucking eat it. He would go, Yeah, that's all right. Whatever. You asked your dad at age 5, you think this is $1 million idea? Everyone would say no. Everyone would fucking. But it's just a fucking pizza in a ball. It's okay, but it's not earth shattering or anything.
Cheese and tomato sauce inside a little shitty,
inside a little tortilla pocket ass thing. What the fuck, man? It makes me want to sit up all night thinking of the next $1 million retarded food idea. You know what I mean? Like, someone was the first guy to put M&Ms into ice cream. I'm sure he's a fucking billionaire. You know what I mean? It's a little.
I like M&Ms and I like ice cream. How can I enjoy?
I want to put pizza in my pocket, but how you you know what I mean? Like someone like there's shit like that.
You're not wrong. That's why
if I die of an aneurysm sitting at my desk,
it's because you were thinking of that
at a blank Google Doc. Yeah. It's because I was thinking too hard of the next thing to invent. Like that makes me so angry.
Well, so when we open up the Waffle House, we can workshop these ideas on real people.
Yeah,
and then get shut down for selling.
I already had a couple weird ideas. I meant to write them down, but I did. One was Narcan Red Bull. You could give to a guy who's ODing, but it's a Red Bull. I think that's an okay
sort
one.
of gives him more energy for when he tries to kill you.
That'll be good. Yeah, it gives you wings, but not like angel wings, like you die.
Yeah.
The other kind of wings.
Anyway, here's a gun.
Yeah. Okay, I just had to get that out.
That's fair.
So thank you guys for listening. If you enjoy the podcast, be sure to subscribe, follow, favorite wherever you listen. We'll be able to listen on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Overcast. We're on Twitter and Instagram at Uncut Takes. Interact with the tweets. Let us know if there's something you want us to talk about or there's something you want us to see or whatever. Thank you again for listening. It means the most, and stay uncut.